Salutations, gamers. I'm the OgichiGame, and welcome back to Minecraft Eternal Night Survival. Now, I did a little work off camera, getting things more well constructed around here. There's a few things that need to be completed yet, but that's fine. Namely, let's see. I forgot to add a ladder, I believe, to that tower. We also need to dig into the wall there and build it. And build upwards the tower as well. There's that creeper, which is, well, being just kind of a nuisance right now. Mostly, I think we need to finish the flooring off and dig out some of this stone here. I dug a lot of the stone out, as you can see. But yeah, we need to dig out some more stone, even more stone yet, through here, and then expand the floor that we're going to be using for the base of this castle here. I have 33 planks of wood, but that's not good enough. I'm going to actually go back into the forest itself. A dangerous venture, but we will collect as much wood as we can. Let's put some of this stuff that we just don't need away for now. We can put that there. The signs, we don't need that. No, don't need any of this malarkey. We don't need any of this. What we do need, however, is we do need axes, which, let's put away the pickaxe even. We don't need, we even don't need that now. We need our axe, and we'll need, let's see, do we have any more axes? Doesn't appear to be so. So, some stone here that was cooking. Let's put the iron in here and cook up some of that. I thought I heard something hanging out around here. Ah, it must be down there that I'm hearing it. We need to dig out more of this anyway, though. No, I put all that away. That's fine, that's perfectly fine. We'll put this stone into the chest as well. We don't need it for now. That'll be fine. We need to make this stone into more bricks once I get around to doing that. Although we have plenty of bricks right now, but this kind of castle, this ginormous structure takes a lot of stone. As you can see, I dug out a lot of, oh dear, I dug out a lot of stone. I dug, like, this entire mountainside downwards. In fact, if I can get on the other side to show you, just very quick-like. Wait, this is the wrong way. My bad. If I can get on the other side to show you a little bit. As you can see, this entire mountainous area here has been whittled down, and in fact, this area of stone needs to be whittled down as well to make room for bricks for the castle. It's a very large project, and you know, I feel kind of inspired building this castle from playing the new Dark Souls game, Dark Souls 3, just because Dark Souls just has so much amazing Gothic architecture and all that stuff. It just inspires me to build these massive structures like we have here. Also, those bridges that I was constructing on camera, I finished them off camera, and this is what they look like now. I also hollowed out a lot of the stone and then put some stone down just to make this area look a bit nicer. There also put down some stone brick stairs to make this area just sort of flow better. As you can see, it has crenellations as it should, like everything else. Not the best, but not the worst. And of course, over here, there's the area down into this area, which I have dug out a ways, and we're going to try to make this into its own sort of turret or tower or whatnot as well, as a part of the castle. The castle itself is coming along magnificently, I would like to say. It looks very good, or at least I think it looks very good, but it still has a lot of work to be completed yet. So, now that I've rambled on for a while, I think our iron should be done, and we should have some sticks on us somewhere. Here they are. And let's actually make another sword. That's what I wanted this for. Let's make let's make 2 swords, why not? Because we need them. Put one of those swords away for a later date. Let's grab some cobble and make some stone axes. We don't need any of the super fancy iron axes. None of that business. While more durable the stone axes work just as well. So, let's put those away. We could use... there we go. Okay, should be good to go. Let's head out, back over to the town, which the town, I've done no new work on construction of the town, but that's perfectly fine. The town will come along as the town comes along. I'm more concerned with the castle right now because the castle, I am just really into trying to make this castle look utterly amazing. I am really proud of the progress that we've made so far on it. I think it's going to look absolutely astonishing when it's all said and done, and it already looks really good. So hopefully we can make that dream a reality in the near future. I will be continuing to work off camera. I hope that's not a problem. If people would like to see me doing more work on the castle in videos, I would also be obliged to do so. It's just I feel there is so much work to do on the castle at any given time that it just takes up so much time. I just feel as though that people may not want to see the massive amounts of time that go into actually building those towers and filling everything in the way that it needs to be filled in. But again, if people want to see that, make sure to leave a comment on that, and I will actually do it in video, but otherwise I'll keep doing things the way that I have been doing, with a little bit of construction work along the way, with mostly just me collecting materials and talking about the building process as a whole without actually going into the long, arduous process of trying to build each tower individually in videos. Hopefully that's not a problem again. If it is, please leave a comment. I would love to know your thoughts on it. So, this is going to take quite a bit of wood to complete the flooring. I don't know exactly how much wood, but a tree like this one provides us with a large quantity of wood, but I'm not sure how far across the floor itself will reach. This seems like a good chunk of wood, but let's chop down one more large tree just to ensure that we are not going to run out anytime soon in the near future. So let's actually take out this creeper here, who seems to be in our way. Oh dear me, he took out a tree. Well, that's fine. Let's just collect up this dirt and actually put that away. We don't really need those, although I do carry them around all the time. We don't need them at the moment. Let's fill in this dirt area here that he decided to blow up, because I just don't like having these creeper holes just thrown about all willy-nilly like they are now. So there, that should be good. I'm not too OCD about this sort of thing, but it does bother me a little bit. So there we go. Problem solved. This axe is still... the sword is just about gone, though, which is a problem. In fact, actually, though, in terms of the axe, we are probably not even going to need the other axes that I've made, but I imagine that there's going to be quite a bit of misplacing of blocks along the way, so it can't hurt to have a few extra axes on hand when we go to faff about with making that floor. And I'll probably speed up the footage of me working on that floor, mostly just because it'll be me just placing down blocks for a while. But that's fine, that's fine. We're just going to take things... Today is a calm day. Let's take things nice and calm today. I don't think we want to be too overly excited about anything, you know, just hanging out, calm, nice and relaxing. I still need to bring a guest onto the show at some point. Maybe Toast or Dr. Depper. Only problem with Dr. Depper is Dr. Depper's generally a difficult man to get in contact with, or... well, not a difficult man for me to get in contact with, but in general, he's just difficult to work with at times. Mostly just because, well, he just spends... I don't know, he does a lot of other things, and so setting up, scheduling anything with him is difficult and annoying, so I generally avoid, you know, having to mess with his schedule too much or anything like that. You know, so he's a little, even though I would like to work with him more, it's a little difficult with getting Dr. Depper on here. But, you know, there could be a number of people. Masscat has been on the server, but has only so far done horrible, nasty, no good things to it. Toast is kind of pretty noobish at the game, so I'd imagine that he would just go around griefing my magnificent towers, and so the only thing I could do is sort of a one-off video with him where I allow him to destroy things and just have a backup where everything's safe and not actually get any work done. Though it could be kind of funny, overall. So, let's see, we can put a couple of these axes back, we don't need them, and let's instead grab our pickaxes and get to work. I hear something horrible somewhere. I don't know where it is, but whatever. Okay, so I keep hearing zombies around. Well, I'm going to work on this floor, so I'm going to speed up the footage. I will be back in just a minute. Okay, welcome back. I've been working on this floor for quite a while now, and I've actually come to a realization that there may be a significant problem going on here, which is, now that I realize that I've been putting all these down, the lighting for this area is going to be really difficult to work with, considering that I need to make sure that there is a constant stream of light to avoid monsters from spawning in the area. And I've come up with a solution to the problem. The only problem is that what I'm going to have to do is extremely tedious, and I don't really want to do it on camera right now. It's going to be very difficult to do, which is I'm going to have to actually get up all of this wood, turn it into half slabs instead, because the monsters will not be able to spawn on the half slabs. And by using half slabs, it doesn't matter where the lighting source is coming from, because they won't be able to spawn regardless, and it'll also allow me to make the floor a lot easier, just in general. But yeah, I'm gonna have to dig all of this up. Every last bit of this wood that I just placed down. Oh my goodness. It's so... jeez. I've made a horrible decision in my life. Oh dear. Okay, whatever. It's fine. We'll get it all worked out in the end. I should, let me think. I mean, if I'm using half slabs are about like and that's a pressure plate now. Half slabs, I believe, if I go into a crafting table really quickly and just see how that is, by using 3, I get 6. So, yeah, I double it because I'm cutting the boards in half, essentially, so by doubling it, it should fill the majority of this area. Maybe one more tree. If I cut down one more tree, I think we should be good on the wood front anyway. But, oh boy, that's going to take some time. Yeah, we might as well do some castle construction anyway. Maybe we could plan out the next tower. In fact, yeah, why don't we do that now? Let's take some brick up there and just plan out the next tower. A lot of these other towers, the plans for them are already in place. It's just a matter of building them up higher, which will be rather tedious. And for that tower, which while what we need to do for that tower is rather simple, I think I'd rather do something more interesting by working on a completely new tower instead. So let's do that. So let's grab some stone. I don't know, some bricks. I don't know how many bricks we're gonna need. Let's just take a whole bunch. Just take a whole bunch of brick. Shouldn't be a problem. Hopefully I don't end up losing this brick. Otherwise I'm gonna be extremely mad because it takes a ridiculous amount of time to get all this brick. It really does. This castle is humongous, and probably not the best decision in my life to try to build something so incredibly massive. That's fine. Okay. So, the tower itself, what kind of structure should we be looking for here? Well, I would like the tower itself to actually stretch out from there, and then from there. So, how should we go about doing that? How about this? Okay, so the distance between these two... if it was... So there's one there, there's gonna be one there. Can these two collide with each other? In a weird way, kind of. If they go to that direction... They 2 or 3 that direction, 2, 3... It's kind of a little off altogether, unfortunately, but that's... I think maybe we can work with that to a degree. No, actually, hold on. I think the best way to make this tower work... Well, we could always make a lopsided tower, I suppose. with one going a significant further distance than the other. I want this to come out 3, and then it needs to wrap around in some way that direction. So, if we pointed this 1, 2, 3, it would actually come out over around that area, but if we went 1, 2, 1, 2, it would actually hit it pretty dead on. Right, so 1, 2, 1, 2. Oh crap, I shouldn't have put my wood away. I need my wood back. Hold on, I'll go get my wood. It shouldn't take me too long. But yeah, just thinking that out in my mind, I actually think I have a system for how we can create the tower. By doing a 3, then a 1, 2, 1, 2, and a 3. Yes. I believe that system should work at least to some degree. It'll be a little kind of ovalish or lopsided. Actually, I might extend one part of it. Oh, I need that, actually. I might extend one part of it in a different direction, which might be interesting, by 4, so make it sort of a lopsided, not maybe egg shape-ish or ovalish kind of shape. Yeah, it'll probably be ovalish shaped anyway, but we're going to try to extend it in a different sort of way to keep things more symmetrical while also at the same time being different. So let's give that a try. So, let's put down wood, because we need wood, here and along these areas. So we're actually going to go back to our original plan of having this come out 3, like I was going to originally, because if we follow the 1, 2 plan, 1, 2, and then 1, 2, yes, it matches up. Also, I want these to be, let's see, so actually, I could just make these brick as well. I'm actually going to make this entire platform out of wood for reasons, mainly I just want it. I want wood. I want the wood to be here. Right, so by placing these in place, like so, now we can go ahead and continue with our plan of 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, so by coming out here, let's 1, 2, put wood here, and there, and then do 1, 2, 1, 2 again, 1, and 2. Good, and we can fill up this area a little bit more with wood, and this will just stay as solid planks, I think, although I might come back and change it because my mind, I'm always changing things around, and in fact, actually, I think it would be a good idea to replace as much with slabs as possible just to avoid spawning monsters. But for the moment, I think we'll be A-okay. So, this comes out 1, 2, 1, 2. Right, so it's a little off. It's a little off because now we have an area here which comes straight across. This should be a, actually just make it a 3. Even though this is a little weird, not quite the same, it will be fine, I think. I think it should be just perfectly fine. And let's bring this out this direction. Fill that in, and bring it out once more in that direction. Right. So this tower, again, is going to be a little odd. Actually, I don't like it being there. Instead of there, good, let's bring it across the opposite direction, like so. So again, this tower is going to be a bizarre shape, but I'm okay with it. So my original plan did not work out well. I might have to come back and 100% redo this entire project. That's perfectly fine. I'm willing to do that. I'm willing to spend the time to make things work. And there. So again, yes, it's a very bizarre looking shape. Honestly, I don't like it. I honestly don't like this thing. In fact, I need to come back and completely rework this, but I'm not sure how to do it. I think I'm going to need to get a bird's eye view from up there, which might take me a little while to get up there. It's going to take some parkour, yeah. It's going to take a little bit of parkour, I can already see. Oh boy. Alright, well, whatever. I'll figure things out later with that, yeah, so. But we do have a basis for our plan, although I'll need to reconsider a lot of elements of it to make it not so lopsided and a lot more symmetrical. It still works out to some degree, I think. Kind of. Maybe. Okay, well, I'll have to completely rework that thing. It's fine. It's perfectly fine. It'll work. It'll work out in our favor in the end somehow. Magically. I don't know how, but magically. That's what magic's about, man. It's all about that magic. Alright. Let's bring that up. Okay. What are we going to fill in this with? We should probably fill it in with an assortment of dirt and other things. Because the inside of the wall doesn't really matter. It's the outer part of the wall that we see, not the inside part of the wall. So let's see what we have to fill that in, just a little bit for now. Gravel's a little too useful, and we don't have a whole ton of dirt, unfortunately. That is a problem, which means I'm going to need some more dirt. I only have about 40 dirt, and dirt is, again, rather useful in a lot of ways that we need it. Okay, well, we could technically dig up this dirt because, well, that dirt's going to be used, well, going to be dug up anyway for later use. Let's at least do a layer of dirt here, just to fill in the area a bit. So we don't want to have to waste a bunch of brick filling this in. At least, I don't imagine we would. And that's the last of our dirt. Great. Well, that's fine. We'll work it all out in the end anyway, I think. Sort of. Maybe. Kind of. I'm sure it'll work itself out. One way or another. Anyway, I think, how long is this actually? Great, it's raining. Crap, I hate the rain. It always messes up recordings and everything. How goes things up there? I don't know. Let's actually end on top of the tower, I think. Let me just double check how far we've been going. About 20-some minutes. That's not a bad recording time, I think. I've been mostly talking technical today, but I hope that's not a problem. I do like to get into the technical talk every now and again. Let's end the video overlooking the town from our magnificent tower. And so, if you guys like this episode, make sure to hit like on it. Otherwise, I'll see all of you in the next one. Bye-bye!